Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. As always, I appreciate all of the new subscribers who've signed on. And this is what we do on this channel. We do full breakdowns of these cards as they come out, as well as other things, but I like to get in depth, not just look at the stats and the badges, but actually look at the animations. So we're going to take Marcus Smart into the freestyle and show you guys what his handles are looking like, what his shot release is looking like. And we'll also go into his stats and badges as well and see if this is a card that fits into your game plan, or anybody's game plan for that matter. Sometimes these cards, like the Kuzma, are cards that I'll flat out recommend. Don't play that guy. He's no good. But in the case of Marcus Smart, I don't know if that'll be true, because I do think that in most situations you can get away with a 2 guard at 6'3", so it really depends on what he's bringing to the table. Let me fire up the chat so I can see what you guys are talking about. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy MLK Day. Don't want to take too long setting this up for all the people watching the video, but let's get into it. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Alright, so Marcus, as we know, he's a two-way guard. He's got a 99 on defense. Bennett Markinson, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. So let's get into it. I mean, you see he's got A grades everywhere. Wow, they gave him a 98 3-ball. So right off the bat, this card is not going to be useless because he's like a 3-and-D card, like already. So now I'm really caring about his speed and stuff. So his driving dunk, he can dunk. For you guys that don't know, 75 is the threshold for when your card should be dunking all the time. So if they have a 70 or a 65 dunk, they will dunk, but when that fatigue hits, or if they're in the wrong situation, they're going to lay up a lot of times when you feel like you should have got a dunk. But a 75 is about when they start dunking pretty much all the time. He doesn't have contact dunks, but he can dunk in traffic with this rating. This is a good dunk rating depending on what his dunk packages are. Now keep in mind this is coach boosted, but everybody should be running those coaches. He's got a 91 ball handle, excellent. Nothing going on in the post, but he's 6'3", so we don't really care about that. Rebounding, nothing to speak of, but there it is. Bam! 99 perimeter defense. And this is one of the few cards that actually deserves this. Like him, Gary Payton, those cards actually deserve that 99 perimeter defense rating, because Marcus Smart is a monster in real life. Pass perception, this is huge. For you guys running zone, running that 1-3-1, playing those passing lanes, this is amazing. We just have to, one thing I want to look at, so another thing we look at in this channel is his wingspan. Hopefully his wingspan holds up to that. Shot contest a 90, hustle 90, lateral quickness 95. His speed's a 90. That's pretty good. He's about where Kyle Lowry is, and I can tell you, running Jason Terry and Kyle Lowry, even though Jason Terry's speed ratings are higher, I didn't feel a tremendous difference in the actual gameplay. And so I actually sold my Jason Terry and kept my Kyle Lowry because I'm running Clyde Frazier. Because I'm a Knicks fan, so I have no choice anyway. Even though Clyde is a good card. All right, so Marcus's stats look amazing. Let's look at his badges. Oh my God, do you see his hot zones? He is a hot zone. That's crazy. He can shoot from anywhere in the three-point line. He has a hot zone, and he has an amazing three-point rating of a 98. If he doesn't have a broken release, this card might be serious. Remember, he can play point guard. So now the thing I'm going to look at first is his playmaking. He has dimer. So this guy's a point guard, guys. This guy's a point guard. He's a legitimate point guard. Let's see the shooting. Does he have it? He has quick draw and range extender. I'm going to say right now, this is the best diamond point guard in the game. This guy's meta. I just bought. Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I bought this guy just now for 50K. I was thinking I'm just gonna review him for the stream and sell him back. I'm probably gonna start this card as long as his animations aren't trash. He's just too good. Like on paper, he's too good, but we're gonna go deeper than that. But he's got gold floor general. He's got all the good stuff on gold, right? Like we don't need to get too into it. The one that's missing from here is tight handles. Tight handles, when you do the behind the back, it stuns people if you have gold tight handles. He doesn't have that, but I mean, who cares? The defense, everything's all Hall of Fame basically, right? Like basically everything's Hall of Fame of gold. We know that's going to be excellent. These badges are kind of important for him because he's in the middle with his finishing ratings, but he's got all of the good ones on gold. This guy, he could be it, man. He could be the bee's knees in the cat's pajamas. So let's see how he feels. All right, he's got the behind the back. Was that his momentum? That looked kind of weird. Actually, let's look at the shot release first and get that out of the way. Oh, his shot release is awesome. Oh my God. So he's basically Derrick Rose. He's Derrick Rose with slightly less dunking, but way better defense. Yeah, this is my starting point guard. This is my starting point guard. So I might even change the video. Well, I'm going to change the thumbnail. I'm going to put up the thumbnail, and he's going to have like Dragon Ball Z fire coming out of his eyes because this card is ridiculous. So, you know, for those of you who are curious, it already gets my recommendation without even seeing the rest of the animations. He's got a solid step back. He doesn't have like a boo-boo step back like Clyde, but he doesn't have the godlike step back like Lowry either. So his step back's okay. So here we're checking his quick first step. So quick first step, out of all of these dribbles with your right stick, quick first step will activate out of all of these. So if you're behind the screen and you pop that, you can get the quick first step. Just wait for the ball to be up by your hip, and then you go, and you should be good to go. I can feel his quick first step is really, really good, actually. You can see the explosion right there. So we looked at that. Let's look at his momentum dribble. His momentum is okay. It's not bad. So the thing about this momentum dribble, he doesn't have the double dribble one. The cool thing about this dribble is in the corner here, really, really good in the corner, going both ways. So if you're in the corner and somebody's playing you, you can go this way and come around for this dunk. It's actually very hard to guard that. Very, very hard to guard that. So that's actually a plus for him. It's just, sometimes it's about the tools. You know, it's not just about, you know, whether it's good or bad. It's like, what is it used for? You know what I mean? Some things in this game are neither good nor bad. It's for a specific purpose. So let's get a look at those dunk animations. Oh yeah, and actually before we go to the dunk animations, somebody in our comment section made a great suggestion. He said, let's see those running dribbles too. And I agree, those are really important dribbles. So we're going to look at those right now. So one thing I love to do is the between the legs. That's okay, he has a little hesitation before it. It's definitely not a game changer either way. Not terrible nor great. Let's see his running behind the back. It's okay. Again, a little on the slow side. So he's not a dribble god, right? Like he can dribble, but he's definitely not a dribble god, which is accurate. They didn't give him the best dribble animations. His crossover is actually really nice. That's a very useful crossover. Very useful crossover. Let's see the hezzy. Oh, very nice hezzy behind the back. Very nice hezzy behind the back. That's huge. That is huge. All right. Anything in and out? Oh, his in and out is nasty. That's a really nasty in and out. So a thing you can do with the in and out that's really strong. I don't know if you guys are using it, but this is a really strong move. I use this in Pro-Am Park all the time. In and out here, and you can go behind the back off of that in and out, off of the fake spin. That's a really strong combo because it gives you momentum without you having to actually do anything, you know? So cars that have that really good are in the money. The only thing, he doesn't have the speed boost behind the back, which again, not a big deal. He has so many things going for him, including a tremendously great shot release, you know, and everything else. So let's look at the hop step. All right, so out of that hop step, he's going to give you the layup. Let's see if we can get a dunk out of him with the hop step. Now he likes the layup out of the hop step. I've got full momentum here. Yeah, he's not going to dunk out of the hop step, which is fine. He's not a pink diamond. He's not a galaxy opal, so that is what it is. But great dunk animation. That was off the fancy. So the thing I love about cars that don't have fancy dunks is their fancy dunk is usually a really hard to block jump from far away dunk, which is an excellent option to have. So far, his dunk animations are a W. Yeah, really good dunk animations. We have to look at forward on a stick. Don't do forward on a stick with him. That's a really slow gather. But he has other gathers that are really good, so you don't need to do that. I'd say stay away from that animation. All right, that's his layup going to the right. Let's look at his Euro step. Oh, very nice Euro step. Very nice Euro step. So I'm starting this card, guys. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm starting him. Keeping Clyde. I'm probably going to... I don't know if I'm going to keep Westbrook and Lowry. I'm probably not going to sell anybody. I'll just take the MT hit. That was forward on the stick. But I like this card. Let me look at his spin move. Spin move's okay. Oh, the between the legs is nice in the half court, actually. Really nice between the legs in the half court. Yeah, real smooth. Keeps him going forward. So his between the legs is strong. His behind the back is kind of weak. And I don't know if I want to say weak. Is weak by comparison to like the cheesy one, right? He doesn't have the cheesy one. So if that's a minus for you, then it's a minus. But otherwise, super strong. So this is a strong card. This card is a W. This card is definitely meta. He would be meta if he couldn't dunk. The fact that he can dunk just makes him unreal, to be honest with you. So you can look at him as Clyde Frazier with range extender, or just basically Derrick Rose with slightly worse dunks. Kyle Lowry who can dunk. Either one, whichever one. He's basically the, in that next tier of guards, like right behind. I mean, honestly, if you liked him more than Gilbert, I would understand because, and actually, we're going to look at something here. So we're going to go a little deeper here, guys. So, let's see. Intimidator. This badge right here, David Bogdansky. What's up, man? You hear so often I'm getting your name right. What up, bro? So, guys, this is a PSA right here. Really, really important. A lot of the My Team community only looks at clamps when they look at their guards. Intimidator is one of the most important defensive badges in the game. It gives you all kinds of weird defensive advantages and like animations and long, far away shot contest, even though you weren't really there or you're kind of around the character. This right here is what's going to separate the men from the boys when it comes to guards from now on, because everybody's getting clamps now, right? Like we're moving to the point where if you're not playing with a guard with clamps, you're on a budget squad, right? You're playing like a Ruby card or something like that. That's fine. Or Sapphire. You're like lowering your overall. But if you're playing on your main team, your guard has to have clamps. It is that simple. But what's going to separate them is Intimidator. He has Hall of Fame Intimidator, which could mean that he could possibly be the best overall guard in the game. I'm not exaggerating. Like in terms of overall, I think Derrick Rose is still gonna be like the generally like best performing, but I do think you could make an argument for taking this card over Baron Davis, depending on your play style. He's got the range extender. He doesn't have that rotten silver steady shooter. Does he have steady shooter at all? I know people really hate that badge. I don't like it either, but he doesn't have steady shooter, guys. I'm putting him above Baron Davis. This is S-class guard. Chris, what's up? Chris Cow, 95 in the chat. Yo, good to see you again, as always. Giovanni Swishlord, don't think I missed you, man. So yeah, this card is amazing. This card is stellar. This is the meta shift we were talking about. This is the reason I did not buy Gilbert Arenas, right? Because I'm sitting here, I got a bunch of MT. I could afford Gilbert or Derrick Rose, and I'm like, nah. They're gonna start moving the meta forward now. The power creep is starting to happen. Everybody's getting clamps. Range extender is like the last thing that separates these cards. This card has everything. Just to reiterate: quick draw, range extender, no steady shooter, volume Hall of Fame, green Hall of Fame, catch and shoot Hall of Fame, tireless Hall of Fame. So you can just run this card all game like a cheese ball. Slippery off ball, which will help when you're running your plays. He's got all of the important finishing badges. Consistent. Does he have fancy footwork? He doesn't have fancy footwork, which it would be a nice little bonus, but it's no big deal. Bailout, super important. Break starter, it's fine. Dimer, obviously, really, really important. For this card, downhill is a little more important because he's a 90 speed. So when he's running down the court, he's gonna be 99 speed when he's running down court. He's got the gold floor general, the quick first step, space creator, unpluckable. I mean, this guy is a monster. He's a flat out monster. That might be the title. That might be the title I put in the thumbnail. This is for me. This is get this card territory. Now I got him for 50K. I don't know if he's gonna go down or up. Sometimes the prices are all over the place. I saw a lot up there for like over 80K. People don't know what he's about, but yeah. Please compare him to Walt. I mean, I love Walt. Walt is awesome. Walt is basically the same as that card, except Walt is like gonna be a little bit better in the mid-range offensively, and he's a better playmaker. They're probably equal defensively, and Walt is an inch taller. I mean, they're very close. It depends on. I think Marcus might be better just because of the range extender. Actually, there's one thing to note here. Walt has gold Intimidator. Marcus Smart has Hall of Fame Intimidator. I'm probably going to start Marcus Smart because he has range extender and Hall of Fame Intimidator. So I'm going to start Marcus Smart at the point guard. Like, that's what I'm doing. I love Walt Don't get me wrong, Walt is an awesome card. And just to tell you real quick about Walt, I was playing Triple Threat online. Walt locked up so many people trying to post him up. I'm talking about Diamond Zion, just straight up put him in lockup animations. Even Chris Bosh, like on a Switch, he like stopped him from posting up. This Walt card is super, super amazing, but we all know he has the one flaw, and the one flaw with this card, well, there's two flaws. He has a horribly rotten step back, and he doesn't have range extender. Marcus Smart doesn't have any of those problems. I would say Marcus Smart has no flaws. Now, that doesn't mean he's perfect, though. If he was perfect, he would have slightly better dunking, a better step back. This is an important animation. You know, having this animation when people are pressing up on you to clear space, this is important. And his is, you know, it's not as bad as Clyde's, but it's not super great either. But other than that, I mean, this card is almost perfect. Like, he's as close as you get, basically, to perfect. The only thing that would push this card out is when cards start getting, like, really tall. Now, there aren't that many tall point guards in NBA history, so you're really looking at a new LeBron James or Magic Johnson. Because Ben Simmons, I don't think they're ever going to give Ben Simmons like a totally broken jump shot. Hopefully not, because then he'll ruin the game, basically. But this guy will probably be in the meta for the foreseeable future until like a pink diamond something comes out. And even with that, like the cards who are going to go away are the cards like Rondo and Terry and Lowry who can't dunk at all. I think those are still in, like Chris Paul, who doesn't have range extender, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who doesn't have range extender. But Marcus Smart is the new guy. Yeah, this card is like super amazing. I've only shot with him a little bit, and I can tell you already, his shot is like super amazing. Like, I can already tell like it's really, really good. It's so good, I don't even think there's a point in me like finding it here on the stream. You can just pretty much trust it. Like, he doesn't, like, you know, you guys know when you find a card with like a really good jump shot. Like, you can tell right away. Obviously, I just got this card, so I don't even know what the green window is, but you can just tell by how it's going up and how often it's going in that it's a really good jumper. So I found the green window there. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, his momentum's really strong. Let's look at his leaners. I didn't look at his leaners yet. I apologize for that. I'm just so wowed by how good this card is. That's so crazy. Like, he's like one of the best point guards in the game. Normally, I would put, you know, Gilbert and Baron Davis ahead, and like Derrick Rose would be the top. I think Derrick's probably still at the top, but I wouldn't put Gilbert and Baron Davis ahead because Marcus Smart is going to be a better defender than those guys. And these days, having a point guard that can't get bullied is invaluable. His lean is perfect. This card is unreal, guys. Get this card. This card is, I think this card is worth 100K, to be honest with you. Clyde's going for 65. This card's better than Clyde. This card's worth 100K. There's one more rating we should look at before I shut this down or open up for questions. David, the prices are all over the place, man. I picked them up for 50, but I don't think, you know, so Chris Cow was asking to compare Walt and Oscar. Walt and Oscar are close. The main thing is Oscar Robinson has better animations than Walt overall from the dribble standpoint, but Walt has way better stamina. That's the main thing. Is like Walt's stamina is like way better than Oscar Robinson's. But if you like those animations better, then you like Oscar. But you know, they're very comparable. They're very close. Walt's also way faster. I should definitely lead with that. Walt is super fast. So the rating we're looking for here is strength and interior defense. So his interior defense is a 61 and his strength is a 70. All right, what's Walt's strength? Walt's is a 75. And what's his interior defense? And his interior defense is a 82. So Walt is, I mean, these aren't tremendously different stats. I would say officially you want to take the card out into Triple Threat Online and like defend with the card against some of the larger characters, see how he does. I can tell you, I cannot stress this enough. Walt Frazier is a monster on defense. I mean, a monster. He's one of the best defensive cards in the game, right? Like this side of Giannis Antetokounmpo, that card is crazy. So he doesn't have the behind the back from that. He has it, but it's slow. He doesn't have the glitchy one. But I would imagine this Marcus Smart is the next best thing to that. And again, he has range extender. So range extender is such a tremendous advantage that if you can get 90 5% of Clyde Frazier's defense, but also have range extender, I'm going to start with that. But I'm also going to play Clyde. I mean, Clyde's still fantastic. I'm not going to not play Clyde. He does his own stuff well. He has Hall of Fame floor general as opposed to gold, Hall of Fame dimer as opposed to gold. So Marcus Smart has all of the playmaking badges on gold, all of the defensive badges on Hall of Fame, including Hall of Fame Intimidator, which is tremendous. He's got all of the important shooting badges, all of the important slashing badges. He doesn't have steady shooter. He has mostly excellent animations. He's got good, safe dunk animations. He's got a really good momentum dribble, as you can see there. His momentum behind the back, really slick. His regular behind the back is also slick. If you look at that. You know, so his regular behind the back is good, and you can use that to pull up from places like that. And let's look at his hezzy. I didn't look at his hezzy, which is really important. Not the greatest hezzy. It's good for shooting. So his hezzy's a shooter's hezzy. It's not a dribbler's hezzy. So it's not a bad hezzy in the sense that, you know, you pull that hezzy right here and you can go into your shot. And it's going to look a lot like the left trigger hezzy, which stands straight up as well. That's left trigger. And out the left trigger, you can change directions. So he doesn't have the glitchy hezzy, but I don't think the glitchy hezzy is the be-all, end-all. It's just really good. So Marcus's hezzy, it's good. It's just differently good, you know? Like, if I'm playing with Marcus, I'm thinking I'm either hezzying to stop to go behind the back the other way, or I'm hezzying to shoot. I'm not going to do the thing where I hezzy and then go in the same direction. That's not going to work, you know? So yeah, he doesn't have access to that. That's too slow, you know, to like really fool anybody. But he's such a great shooter that it's fine, because you can pull up, you know, in a way that, say, Oscar Robinson and Clyde Frazier, they can't just pull up from anywhere, right? Like if you accidentally walk too far behind the line and get the hezzy and step back like that, they can't do that. Whereas for Marcus Smart, that's a go-to move. You know, let's look at his floater. Really good floater. Does he have the teardropper specialist? That's one thing I should say. Teardropper Hall of Fame. I think Jason Terry has teardropper Hall of Fame. I think Frazier has it. He has it on gold. What does Marcus have it on? He has it on gold. Okay, so Marcus has it on gold. That teardrop is really important, because when people are playing you for like this behind the back, sometimes they'll really sink into the lane to kind of wait for you with the center, and getting that teardropper can really be clutch. Can really be clutch, and you can hit that consistently if you practice it. If you guys are familiar with Ticino from the park, he uses that a lot. And if you have Acrobat, you can actually adjust out of that, which is crazy. So it's a strong move. I know a lot of my team people don't use it a lot, but I think it's something that as we get closer to that point where cards start to separate themselves, you'll see it more and more and more. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm going to make a thumbnail for this guy because this is incredible. This is a get this card situation as far as I'm concerned. I was going to sell this card back. I'm definitely not doing that now. I'm keeping this card, and maybe I'll sell somebody else from the collection. Westbrook is my only slasher, and I have to keep Clyde. I might get rid of Kyle Lowry, because Marcus Smart is basically just Kyle Lowry he's just better Kyle Lowry. So I'll probably get rid of Kyle Lowry, even though I'm going to miss that. Gonna miss a step back. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.